My spooky ghost needs to be present. You can barely see him. Spooky. He's very spooky. Oh. Hola, amigas. Let me grab my speaker so we can get this ready. Actually, give me 1 second so I can turn the other number thingy off so it can be strictly on my computer. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. We are back. I wonder if we should do blue. Let's try blue because, let me see. There's purple. I mean, there's like a weirdish blue color. I wanted to put it like right here so it could face toward me like this. Can I? There's this color. And then there's this weird lime color. And then it goes back to this like violet color, green, blue. Purple kind of looks cool, huh? Purple. And then there's like a rainbow. 5-0. And then there's red. Do you guys like red? Or should I do that purple color? You like this one right here? I like it because you can see the ghost. Okay, let me plug in let me connect my
Power on.
My good old speaker.
Bluetooth connected.
And then let me pull up the stuff. Blue. Can you guys see my ghost? Like the live if you see the ghost. I'm not going to start until we get 22 likes. The green one was nice. Purple. Ooh, spooky. I kind of want it to bead. But I think I'll be too busy on here. Oh no, we'll see. Hopefully we get some call-ins tonight. You guys are welcome to call in. We're gonna do call-ins.
How that chip bag look?
The chip bag? I know, the chip bag looks orange. The hot rice. You look at my deodorant. I guess we won't bead tonight. Uh-oh. I'm on live, Alice. Let's let me put the number down real quick for you guys so you guys can call it in. Hit the like button, guys. Don't be cheap. It's free. It costs nothing. Ooh, those are some cute. It looks blue on the thing. It looks blue. Let me see what else color looks. There's a true blue. What are you doing, County?
The scissors.
For what?
This.
There's scissors in there. Damn, these guys always want to bother me when I go live. We did everything County wanted to do. Leave me alone. That one looks kind of regular. Green. This one looks pinkish. Blue. Blue looks a little blue. We might just stay with this one. How was your day? I'm tuning in from work. My day was not so busy, but it was okay. How many likes are we at? We're at 12 likes. We need 20 likes, guys. Hit the like button so we could get started. That does not mean you have to stop at 20 likes. We can do 26 if we really wanted to. You know what? I have not found my my lip oil. I don't know where I put my lip oils at. Three more likes, peeps. Where did I put those? It's kind of weird how they grew legs. Oh shit. Sorry. That is weird. I don't know where the heck I put my lip oil. I sent you a message. Yes, I did, Alice. All right, peeps. Let's see who's all online right now. This was totally last minute. I wanted to film today. Oh, but I was so tired by the time I got to it. I have 3 calendars that I'm pretty sure I have ADHD or something, you guys. But I have 3 calendars that I have to constantly update. One's right here, one's on my little notebook, and one's on my computer that is linked to my phone. So I have 4 calendars, really. And they all have, every time a new thing comes up, I have to update every single one. And I do that because if I'm away and I need to look at my phone, it's updated. If I'm here working on my computer, it's updated. If I'm on live and I have to look right here, it's updated. If I'm trying to schedule events, I have my other one, it's updated. So the past 2 days, I have been doing doctor's appointments, entrepreneur stuff, just like appointments for myself, appointments for the kids, Then today I had to add basketball games, and then I have all my bills that I put, and then all the events that I'm going to, and it's just crazy. So that's what I was doing today. It takes a lot of work to stay updated. Um, it would probably be more simpler if I just kept it on one device, but like I said, I like to look here, I like to look there, I like to look here, and I like to look there. So it's pretty crazy how much work it is to be organized for simple shit that shouldn't even be that complicated. But for me, if I don't see it right here, I'll forget it. So that was my day today. What else did I do? Oh, I did inventory. Um, I did inventory today and just like account stuff. A lot of stuff behind the scenes of Bajan Beauty that it's literally like a full-time job, I swear. So today was pretty busy. Let's do roll call. Denise Reyes, Sarah Begay, Twin Deer, Alice Kitty, Leanna Cloud Collins, Jem Apollo, Amy Kay, Carla Benali, Elizabeth Estrada. Did I say Carla Benali already? I think I might have. Good Wind, Cruzita Hernandez, Chico de Coster Sacera, Nil, checking in from Vegas. Sorry if I butchered your name. And Erica, what's up? Okay. Spooky stories. Let me put the number down. Call us in. The spooky number hotline is going to be open. Where's my little ghost? My little ghost emoji. So the number is scary stories only. Susie Ann from Yuma, what's up? 8898. The spooky hotline is open. You guys are welcome to call in your stories. For this live, I am accepting all stories. But when I do my videos, like my recorded ones, I like to stay with native stories. Okay, or Mexican, anything indigenous. Indigenous. You know what? I really have a hard time because I really wanted to just stay strictly indigenous so that our people can have a place to go to listen to these stories. But at the same time, I want to hear like all different stuff too. So just send it in. If you have a story, just send it in at this point. It's like OCD. I'm the same. Yeah, I think I have a touch of OCD. Hey Kitty, hey Kitty. Hi Erica. Whatever it takes to be organized. It's so much work. It's really it's kind of draining. I don't like it. I don't like that I don't like that I have to put that much work into being organized. And it makes me think back like in school and stuff, like how like I always wondered why I had more like trouble retaining information than my other peers, you know? But at the same time I had like really good grades, but I felt like I had to work like twice as hard just to keep up with all the smart kids. I don't know. It's crazy. I'm over here self-diagnosing myself again. I'm such a scary cat. I already like the live. So with that said, I'll be here on mute. Okay. The number is right there if you guys want to call in. Let me pull up the app thingamajig, and then I'll get started with the first one. I thought I already downloaded this. Somebody is messing with my computer. Open. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay, I pulled it up. Okay, we're good to go. Get alerted about messages and calls so you can stay on top of your conversations. Go, Dan. Okay, the lines are now open, 928-222-8898. Really liking your setup and look tonight. Thanks. Same. We're just our everyday wougie self. Okay, I'm gonna open up my folder now and we're gonna get started with whoever story is next in line. I don't even bother reading these no more. I just go with them as they come in. What would Kitty do? 12@gmail.com. If you ever want to send one in, send one in there. Be there or be square. Alice, I see yours. Nick, I see yours. They came in today. Thank you. Also, before I get started, I know I talk a lot. Sorry. I have to tell you guys stuff. October is coming up. The spooky month of October is coming up. I want to do scary stories, strictly scary stories for the month of October. I want to do at least 2 videos a week, possibly 3, depending on how much stories I get. But I need a lot of stories to come in order to do that. So for October, I want to do strictly scary stories only. I might throw in a vlog. I'm probably still gonna go live, but for content, I really want to do strictly scary stories. So please send in your scary story if you have not yet. Please, if you know somebody who has a story, encourage them to send it in by email. Because if we're gonna make this happen, we need all the scary stories we can get. That's what I want to do for the month of October, is nothing but scary stories. So if you guys are down for that, let's make it happen. Okay. First one is a long one. Let me get my little sometimes my little bead case right here. Sometimes I set my computer on it so so it's kind of like one of those desks that lift up kind of. Okay. This one is sorry, I'm so sorry. This was sent in a long time ago. I apologize. Okay. Hi, Kitty. Hope you're well. I'm a new subscriber and recently stumbled across your live. I was excited to see you had a scary stories playlist and watched them all. I also love your eyeshadow looks and how you color coordinate them with your clothes sometimes. Thank you. I've always been a fan of the paranormal ever since I was little and would listen to my dad's stories of growing up on a haunted ranch in Mexico. I have accumulated a few stories throughout the years from friends and family and also have my own experiences. I'll start with my own first and type out the other ones later if you'd like. Oh, we want to hear them. Ew, I feel like sometimes when you don't talk, your vocal strings are like jacked up when you try to go overboard. Like right now, I'm trying to talk a lot more than I do usually, like, because I'm always by myself. So I feel like my voice is all weird right now. So sorry about that. Like my throat can't hang. Okay. My husband worked nights at the time. Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm sorry if this is long. I'll try to keep it short. These incidents happened in the span of many years. The location is in Los Angeles. It first started in 2006 for me when I moved into one of the houses my dad and mom owned that was right behind theirs. My oldest brother had lived in the back house before me and had just bought a house next door. So this house opened up just in time as I was 9 months pregnant with my first. Me and my husband moved in right before having the baby. My husband worked nights at the time, so I would be home alone with the baby. After a few weeks, I started experiencing things. I had this mirror with metal hooks that hung over the closet door of our bedroom. It was across from my bed. Every time we opened the closet door, it made a loud screeching sound because the metal hooks rubbed against the door frame. I think the door was also starting to swell a little, making it a little hard to open. It was in the middle of the night, and I'm in this room asleep by myself. The baby was in a bassinet next to me, and two chihuahuas at the foot of the bed on the floor. I hear the sound of the closet door opening and the screeching it makes woke me up. I look at the door and see the dogs are awake staring at the door. Maybe they opened it by putting their little paws under it. I don't know. It's rather hard to open with the metal hook over the door, the swollen wood, and add to that, there's carpet. But that's the logical conclusion for me, so I go back to sleep. About a week passes by and it happens again. I wake up to see the dogs awake and staring at the closet door. Thinking it's the dogs again, I go back to sleep. This happens a few more times. Around the fifth time this happened, I heard the closet door open. I sit up and look at the dogs. They're still at the foot of the bed. And then I see the closet door slowly start to creak open by itself. Ew, hell no, that's scary. The dogs go wild. They're barking ferociously at the closet door. My one dog, Bear, has his fur straight up and his ears pointing back, barking away. My other dog, Jojo, starts whimpering and crying and runs under the bed. Oh, hell no. This dog is scared of nothing. He would try to stand up to St. Bernards and Great Danes, and he's crying and running under the bed. At this point, I knew there was something paranormal in the house. After this incident, I never liked to have the closet door open. One evening, I was home alone, of course. husband was working and baby with my parents. I was walking by the closet door and I noticed it opened a little. This was strange because, like I said, I didn't like to have it open anymore, so I tried to close it. The swelling on the door had gotten worse in the last few months, and I couldn't get the door closed and latch to where I would hear it click close. I had to pound on the edge of the door to try to fit it in again. In between pounds, there was a large bang. Something from inside of the closet pounded on the door hard. I even felt the door reverberate. I felt like I've never heard that word. Reverberate. Does she mean like vibrate? I felt like it was telling me to shut the fuck up. Needless to say, I left the house and didn't come back until later when I wasn't by myself. I told my husband what happened, and he sanded the door and put a lock on it. It was after this incident that I remembered my oldest brother and his wife when they first moved in. I was 14 and had forgotten that she told me that she thought the house was haunted because she would see the closet doorknob rattling by itself. Despite believing in the paranormal, I was still a skeptic, if that makes sense. I thought perhaps she was mistaken. She never mentioned anything more to me, and I had forgotten all about that incident. I went to my niece who had lived in the house between the ages of 4 and 18 and asked if she ever experienced anything strange. She said that one night while she was in her bed, she saw a black ball forming and getting bigger in one of the corners of the ceiling. On another night, she woke up in the middle of the night. Across the hallway from her bedroom was the bathroom. She could see it from her doorway. She said she saw a shadow of a woman moving around in there. She thought it was her mom, so she called out to her. The shadow stopped moving. It wasn't her mom. Ew. After this, things were quiet for a while until I had my second baby. I became a stay-at-home mom after my second was born. I don't know if it was because I was home more often or because I decided to do smudging with sage that things took a turn for the worse. I think it was the smudging. I read online about what to say. I don't recall exactly, but it was something in to the effect of whatever is not of God cannot stay. Everything else must go. That was a mistake. I should have said everything must go. I think it was after this that things started to intensify. My cell phone, keys, remote control would continuously go missing, and I wouldn't find them for hours later. Sometimes in the dresser drawer or under the couch where I had not left them. One time I was getting ready to go run an errand, and the baby took out all the DVDs from the TV console, scattered them all over the floor. I cleaned it up, and when I returned, I'll clean it up when I return, I told myself. When I returned, all the DVDs were put away. My husband was home, um, and I asked him if he put the DVDs away. He said no, that there weren't any out when he came home. Another time after an argument, my husband went to the grocery store. I was in the living room and I heard him return and walk through the back door, close the door, and walk through the hallway which led to the kitchen. I was upset at him, so of course I wasn't going to greet him. LOL. He never came out. I looked out the living room window and his car wasn't there. He came home 15 minutes later. What I heard was his same walk, his same footsteps. I even heard the grocery bags rustling. Ew. At this point, when I would take showers, I started feeling very uneasy. I had the intense feeling I was not alone in there. I felt like the hairs on my arms would stand up. I would try to take fast showers and would try to keep my eyes open when shampooing and rinsing my hair. I've been there. I just had a weird feeling that something was about to happen to me. I don't know why I did it. This may sound strange, but I started imagining a protective circle around me. I just mentally pushed all energy away from me, from around me. I did this throughout my whole shower. Around this time, my husband would start leaving the lights on near the bathroom when he showered. Our house was oddly laid out and shaped like an L. The front door where you walked in was a living room. You turn right and there was an opening to our bedroom. You keep walking through the bedroom and there's a door to the kitchen. Once you're inside the kitchen, you turn right, there's a hallway. Down the hallway, there's a restroom with a toilet. Across from it is the bathroom. You walk more down the hallway, there's a small room on the left-hand side in the open area where we had the desk and computer, then the back door to go outside. Where else? We're almost done. This is a long one. She's just basically telling of all her experiences that happened inside the house. When my husband would take a shower, he would close the door to the kitchen and leave the kitchen light and hallway light as well. He was a night owl and would take a shower around 1 or 2 a.m. I would be asleep in the bedroom with my first, now 4, and the baby in the bassinet next to us. One night I woke up and noticed that he had all the lights on, so I turned them off to save electricity. He got upset with me, which was not like him at all. It wasn't until we had moved out that he revealed to me that when he would shower at night and step out of the bathroom in the hallway, he would hear someone calling his name behind him. He said it was a woman's voice and it sounded like me, but he knew I was asleep in the bedroom. He also told me that at night, when he'd be watching TV in the living room, he would close the bedroom door leading to the kitchen, but leave the kitchen light on. He would see a shadow walk back and forth in the kitchen from the crack at the bottom of the door. He didn't want to tell me these things while we lived there because he knew I would be by myself while he was at work and didn't want to scare me. This last incident is what pissed me off the most because it involved my son. My son is on the autism spectrum. He was 5 years old at the time and was basically nonverbal. He couldn't speak or communicate much to me at the time. We had come home from school and he seemed fine. He had a behavioral therapist who would visit him. Basically, what she did was try to teach him colors, shapes, how to communicate. When she arrived, he went to use the restroom. He was taking a while, so I went to go check on him. I found him in the restroom, hysterically crying. He seemed scared when I tried opening the door and he was trying to keep me out. I was finally able to calm him down. The therapist came and was helping me coax him out of the restroom. Being nonverbal, he couldn't tell me what was wrong. I decided we needed to get out of the house. The therapist was with my son in the restroom, and I went to go grab my keys and purse and placed it on top of the sofa. I walked back to tell my son that we were going to the park. We all walked back to the living room together, and my purse was gone. I looked everywhere, behind the sofa, under the sofa, between the sofa and the end table. It wasn't there. I looked throughout the living room. It wasn't there. I looked through every room for a long time. The therapist was religious, and she and I had gone close enough that she asked me if it was okay if we said a prayer. I grew up Catholic. I mean, I may not go to church that much, but I still believe. I said yes. At this point, we were in the kitchen, and after we said the prayer, I felt I needed to make a direct beeline to my couch and end table. There was my purse shoved in between the two. My son is now 17 and can talk a little more. He can say 3 to 4 word sentences. He also has a very good memory. I recently asked him if he remembers that one time he was crying in the restroom. He told me yes. I asked him why. He said scary woman and looked shaken. I have a feeling he actually saw what she looked like. My niece said that she saw a shadow of a woman. I had also asked her brother, which is my nephew, a few years back if he ever saw anything. He shared that same room with her. He told me the same thing, that he woke up one night and saw the shadow of a woman in the restroom who he also thought was his mom. My son saw this during the day, and I have a feeling he didn't see a shadow, but her true form. I'm sorry this is getting so long. There's still a bit more. I'll try to make it fast as I can, and I promise my other stories aren't as long. We eventually moved out of the house. My dad had been saying for years that we should trade houses because my family was growing and it was just him and my mom in the front house. I was scared to even try anything after I botched the smudging, which was why I hadn't tried. But I decided I needed to and started saying prayers and asked whatever it was to leave. Things got quiet.
Power on.
The speaker gives out. So that was funny. um, what did she say? Decided needed to and started saying prayers and whatever it was there to leave. Things got quiet. Eventually, we traded houses. My dad says that the only string to happen was when he saw the closet door open one time, and that's it. Is it me? Why was it so active when we lived there, but not so much for everyone else? Was it the smudging and what I said? I don't know, but when we moved to the front house, a few things started happening. Some things started getting moved around. I prayed and asked for it to leave. It got quiet. A couple of years passed, and I was talking about these incidents with a friend. Then something started waking me up one night. One night I heard tapping on my metal bed frame. When I sat up, it stopped. Another night I heard tapping on my vanity table. Then I thought I felt my bed being kicked that night. Some nights I woke up scared with my heart racing. It would take me a very long time to go back to sleep. Finally, one night I imagined a white protective light surrounding me. I started imagining it growing from inside me and getting bigger and bigger until it surrounded my house. I cannot describe to you how peaceful and calm I felt. The fear completely went away and I fell asleep within a minute. I looked this up and I was surprised to find this is actually a thing. It is. It's called the protective circle of light. I still continue to do this occasionally, and so far, knock on wood, everything has been fine. I forgot to mention a few other incidents in that my neighbor's house is also haunted. The Within a span of 20 years, there have been 3 occurrences where people have said they saw someone that looked like me on the property, but it wasn't me. Thank you for listening and taking time to read my story. Sorry it was so long. I can sometimes be long-winded and talkative, and I hope it was written well. Take care. Mm. Wow, that's probably the longest story. That's probably the longest story I ever got. But it was very detailed, which we like. Um, Man, that's a lot of activity to go on. But yes, protective circle of light is a real thing. A lot of people who have psychic abilities or yeah, mainly like psychic abilities, what are those other people called? Psychics and I'm drawing a blank, but those types of people that have special gifts, they usually use that concept to protect themselves because they especially as little children, because they see all of these spirits and creepy stuff that they're so scared of it until like they they realize that they're like spiritually gifted. And so one thing they're really taught is how to do that. So that is a thing. I've never tried it. Um, I've never tried it honestly, but if it worked for you, that's cool. Okay, scary stories. Brandon. Ooh, Brandon, do you want me to read yours right now, or do you want me to read it when it goes, when I make it to a video? Real quick, let me see what you guys are saying. You guys are welcome to call in too. My voice is kind of shot right now. Can you guys tell my voice is kind of like, you know what? I don't know if it's because I talk too much or what, but I've always noticed, like, I feel like the older I get, it's like my windpipe is like rusty. And it either needs some lubricant or it's just going downhill because I have noticed though, like with years, my voice sounds more like raspier and raspier. And I was watching like some singers talk about how they lost their voice because the something like they just overdid it with their pipes, and so their voice, they can never sing the same again. So I'm just like, is it because can you talk too much? Is that like a thing that people talk too much and they just fuck up their own pipes? Because I kind of feel like that's me. Let's see, it was up to 118. Dang, where are you at, Susie? I am such a scaredy cat. Okay. No spooky stories. Really liking your setup and look tonight. E. I hope that there was only vermin or something in that cupboard. Hi Larry. Good story. I sent in mine. Too much karaoke. I think I really like blown out my own windpipes because I've noticed that in all my life I have always been told I talk too much. So I'm kind of thinking maybe that's a thing and I did it to myself. If your voice isn't feeling good, it's up to you. It's sort of a long one. Check your thyroid. You can do here and a video. I don't want to do it twice though. Ooh, you're from California. I'll read it. Hey, Brandon, we're planning to go out there to do a sale at that powwow. Hopefully, I don't know if you have connects out there. I don't know if you have connects out there. But I've been trying to get a hold of somebody on the powwow committee out there because they said they stopped taking vendors, but then they're not responding to anybody. So I've been like sending out emails every other day trying to be like, hey, was I selected? Because it's less than a month away and I need to make plans. So if you know anybody, let me know because Sierra and me were supposed to go out there to sell, And I don't know, where time is of the essence. We are coming very, very close up to that powwow. Snoring. I do snore. In the movie, Selena, her mom would tell her not to talk too much before a performance because her voice would get. Really? I don't remember that part. Hi, Lissa. Sing us a Mariah Carey song. Oh, go on. I'll talk to someone I know and I'll email you here. Yes, please, because that is on the 20th, the weekend of the 21st, and we're already on the 20th. It's like a month away. So we need to save gas money, we need to build inventory, we need to make plans, hotel, all of that. So it would be really nice if someone could get back to us. Sorry, it actually wasn't in the movie, it was in the Netflix series. Oh, come on, Charlie. Okay, we're gonna read this one. This one is sent in from Brandon Carrillo. Carrillo. Is that how you say your name? Just says your whole name. My bad. Oh no, you have it on here too. Never mind. Hi, Cora. Let me. What? You want Kumitama? Huh? He's a fiction. He's not real. Okay. This one is from Samuel Rez in California. Hey, Kitty. I don't want you to run out of stories yet, but two things happened to me. I'll tell you the first one, and if you want to know more, I'll tell you more. Yay! I like that. Keep in mind, these are true stories. So when I was working at the Salmon Well Casino, now called Yamava, sorry if I butchered that, here in Cali, I just wanted to tell you because it seemed interesting. I worked the swing shift from 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. as a groundskeeper. I worked outside, and one of our jobs during the night was to go pick up trash from the parking lots on the top of the mountain behind the casino, which is where the employee parking is. One night, I remember I was told to go up there by my supervisor, and so I did. I drove my side by side up to the lots, and it was just any other day. I was tired and it was hot, and at the end of the night, I was getting sleepy. I made my way up to the top of the hill and came around the turn. My headlights shined on the barrier on the other side of the road. I saw a pair of shining eyes just over the top of the rail. I slowed down to look where the eyes were, and there was nothing there. I thought I was tripping, but I remember feeling my fight or flight triggering. My hairs on the back of my neck stood straight up, and I felt super anxious. I decided to continue moving on. I drove up to the top of the hill, and just as I was pulling up to the trash can, I heard a woman scream for like a second coming from over the edge of the hill. I ran over there, and there was nothing. I still decided to call it in over my radio and let my supervisor know so they would call security. They said they would eventually come out to check it out. I told them okay. I turned around, immediately saw a dark figure of a woman standing next to the car, but it was just a figure. I couldn't make anything out. but I remember feeling extremely uncomfortable and saying to myself, what the fuck is that? I froze and my fingers started tingling. I started to feel like I needed to run. I couldn't, but I couldn't. The shadow would not break the stare. I turned away, trying to make myself snap out of it, and she was gone. I was confused, and I remember being dumb and going to look around for her, but there was nothing because it was gone. I talked to my coworkers about it once. I got back down to the casino and they told me I was probably just tired, so I decided to forget about it. A few days later, the res security found out there was a woman that was a slot tech there, had OD'd in her car. To this day, I think she was trying to get my attention to find her. Dang. Thank you for sending that one in. Sorry, oh, hi Cora. Yeah, whole accent and everything. The more the details, the better for the imagination. I was listening and washing my big pots in my kitchen. I screamed because of a spider. My son was like, "Are you okay? Let me guess, a spider." Um, Good evening, Des. Okay, so is anybody gonna call in? Because my voice is kind of shot. Call in, call in. Where is who is trying to call? Let me see if this is the right number. Who is it that I was trying to call the last time? I think this is him. Oh, yes, it's me. Are you busy? Hey, I'm doing scary stories. Tell us one, since everyone else is chicken shit. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. See if he's busy. Oh, he's gonna call in. Oh, come on, quit hitting my thing.
Sorry.
Johnny has his first basketball game this Thursday.
Wait, so that means the woman sucks?
Huh?
The woman sucks at practice or only when I'm in games?
Games. No scary stories here to tell. Like the little ghost. That's my ghost. I had him for over a year now. What should we name him? Casper's too cheesy. What would be a cool ghost name? Keanu says that ghost is like me because his stomach's all sticking out. He's all chubby looking. Oh, let me turn on that thing.
Power on. Bluetooth pairing.
So we went to go get Keanu shoes earlier. His dad got him shoes for his season. Keanu, can you close the door? So I went to go pick him up from practice, and then we went to go look for his shoes, and he got shoes. And then I had to stop and get me some tea. And then we came back. I got some hot fries. Call you in a few seconds. Oh, come on. Let me see. Alice, do you want me to tell yours right now? Good luck to your son. I know. I'm excited to see him play. I used to like the Tom hot fries, but they're not like certified gluten-free. So I've been seeing Juice and Bella eat these, and I miss hot fries. And what I was like, I wonder if they're gluten-free, and I looked in the back, and they are gluten-free. So I've been eating this since. Okay. Alice, I should want to save yours for a video. Dang, Nick sent the long one. Let me do this one right here. Ooh, this is a long one. I don't want to blow out my throat. We'll do this one right here. And uh-oh. He said, just call, tell you what, why don't you call me? No. Fine. I wonder if it's because it's my signal. It might be my signal. It's not going through. How is that not going through? This happened the last time. This texting app thingy is weird because it tells you to download it, and then when you download it, it takes you strictly to the website. It is not even on the app. I wonder if it's my signal. I'm sorry. I might have to call you. Let me call him. Hello? Hola. It's saying that it's on the call. Can you hear me? Shit. Maybe they do not want us to tell scary stories tonight. Let me try plug it in this other Wi-Fi. That is weird. I don't remember doing it the last time. Hold on. Ugh. Come on. You're messing with my story night spirits. So we got this like free Wi-Fi thing from the city of Mesa. I mean, it's okay sometimes, but sometimes it's not the greatest. So let me try connecting to this. Give me a couple minutes. I got all scared all over again, sitting at the table trying to read. We always remember you and buying Mickey D's. I gave up on ordering the half cut. Sometimes they screw it up. I didn't get a notification that you were live. Let me connect to this other one. Sorry about that, guys. I really need to like why is the internet gotta be so expensive? Don't want me to share their stories. They're like, he's Muscalero Apache. Don't let him go through. They're not like us. They're not like us. I think everybody's on the main one, the main network. That's why. So let me go to this one right here. Guess what my look at you know how when you connect to the Wi-Fi it shows other people's Wi-Fi names? Someone's is drop it like it's hotspot. And then what else did I see? I saw another cool one. Wu-Tang Lan, LAN. Then somebody else is pretty fly for a Wi-Fi. Then somebody else is dope house Wi-Fi. And then mine is pickle juice. And then another one is Nighthawk. Then another one is Kitty Hawk. So we're gonna connect to Nighthawk. How do people come up with that? Pretty fly for a Wi-Fi? Oh man, it's funny. People are very creative, man. But we're connecting to Nighthawk now. It was funny when those people came. There was this Navajo guy that was hooking it up for us. And he was like, what do you want your thing to be named? I was like, put Nighthawk. He's all, he likes it. Verifying you are human. This may take a few minutes. Oh, come on. I could have sworn I already downloaded this stupid app. What is it called? Oh. Very interesting. It's not showing up now. There it is. Come on, Sierra Wireless. I may just have to read another one. Taking forever. Excuse me. I have a theory that being downstairs, I don't know, even my phone is wonky in this room. But when you go in that room or the other room, I don't know, something's up. It's always been like that. It's not connecting. Let me just read another one. Let me kill my throat. How are the stories tonight? Scary? We just did one. Well, we did two of them so far. I used to have mine as FBI surveillance van. But I read the idea somewhere. That's kind of creepy. Why is this not coming on? Does anybody have any like internet service through like Verizon, T-Mobile, Cox, like hotspot internet? Or like I've been seeing a lot of Cox internet saying fiber. This is why I need a second phone. Ooh, you know what? Hold on. Xfinity. Hold on. Hold on, shift friends. Let me I'll go ahead and read another one while I set up this. Hi Darla. What about a Zoom call? Would that be easier? I don't know. I think it's my internet. Let me go ahead and try another way. But in the meantime, I'll read one because this one has to charge up. Needs to get a little juice. Oh, heck. Just plugged in. Okay. So this one is from the Navajo Nation. Hello, Kitty. I am a pretty new subscriber, so I hope you're still continuing telling your subscribers scary stories. This was in October last year. I apologize for the delay. Yes, we're still telling scary stories. My story starts at the time I was attending Dene College in Saline, Arizona. Before I begin, I want to tell you how the campus dorms are set up. The dorm I stayed in is like a huge Hogan-shaped building. There are rooms all around the inside of the building. My room was 2 doors down to the left of the back emergency door. Every weekend, I would catch a ride back home with a family member that my dad knew who worked at the hospital a mile away. Sunday, my dad or sister would take me back to the campus. On this particular Sunday, my dad dropped me off around 8:30 in the morning. I walked in the dorm and yelled, "I'm back," which is something the RA told us to do when we would come back to campus after the weekends when returning to the dorms. When I made my presence known, I didn't get an answer, so I thought I was the only one in the dorm. I thought nothing of it and went into my room, but I didn't shut the door. I unpacked and decided to get caught up on my assignments, which were all due the next day. While I was at my desk, I heard the front door to the dorm building open and close, but nobody came in. I jumped out of my chair and closed my door and looked through the peephole. I then heard heavy footsteps as if a person was walking around with heavy work boots, but I didn't see anyone. I turned around, my back pressed against the door. The footsteps stopped. My doorknob began to shake as if someone was desperately trying to get in, but luckily the doors lock automatically when shut. I then heard light knocking sounds on the door. I ran to my desk to get my phone and quickly dialed the campus police. Minutes later, they came and escorted me out of the building. They searched the building, but nothing or no one was found. The security then came up to me and told me that the dorms are extremely haunted due to recent students unaliving themselves in the dorms, but to put cedar up and smudge myself and to continue my day as normal. Sorry if this was a long story. Dang. Ew, why? That's crazy. Why? I mean, I don't know, man. That's that's pretty crazy. Why are all dorms have people that do that? Is it really like mental health stuff? Or is it like, why does it always have to happen at dorms? Where's my lip oil? So that one was at the Dene College in Saline, Arizona. Does anybody have any college or whatchamacallit, dorm stories? Let me connect to this Wi-Fi. What about Zoom call? Would that be easy? Xfinity. What's Xfinity with? Hello, just now tuned in. Hope all is good. I was actually thinking of going to school there. Not anymore. I mean, maybe it's different for other people, you know? Like, I think people have different experiences, and I think people, like, spirits in general, just like fuck with people that they know they can fuck with, you know? So I truly believe that, like, not everybody experiences stuff. I have never been to that campus, and I've seen like vendor opportunities over there, and I want to. I have no idea where that campus is at, honestly. Um, like me, like me. I don't know. You never know. Maybe it might not bother you. I'm trying to download this stupid app. Ew, why am I way back there? Anybody that's tuning in, we're telling spooky stories tonight. I got barrack stories. Barracks are like dorms. They not like us. They not like us. Why am I paused? Okay, I'm almost there, guys. Bear with me, baby dolls. This phone is slow. I was trying to find like a second phone, and I bought this phone probably off of a crackhead, honestly. But it's kind of slow. What juice? I think worse things happen in barracks than in dorms, especially when I worked with Hellfire. The things we would hear and see were enough to make you want to sleep in your car. Ew. What juice? They not like us. They not like us. Oh, I gotta take the. I gotta unhook the. What do you call it? Disconnect the Bluetooth speaker. God damn it! How long is this gonna take? I thought I just signed in. Okay. Okay. Bluetooth. Remove. Install.
Bluetooth pairing.
Okay, let's connect. Connected devices. Pair new device. See all. It's not bringing up my speaker.
Hey, Mama.
What, Tommy?
Hey. Oh.
Oh, there it is. Here.
Bluetooth connected.
This is taking forever, best friend. Jeez, it's at 36%. I did the wrong one too. Cancel. Cancel. They not like us. They not like us. Shit, I'm gonna have to keep reading stories tonight, I guess. If anybody has a phone that they don't use, float it my way so we can have a phone for times like this. I don't know about this Nighthawk internet. They not like us. They not like us. Taking forever. Okay, we're back to the spooky stories. Let me go ahead and read another one. I'm trying not to read like super long ones. Why is this not? Oh, County, what internet are you connected to? What the one I'm connected to? I'm sad. Do you guys see that moon tonight? It's pretty wicked. The moon tonight, kind of crazy.
What was it?
I don't know. Elon's satellite is on sale. It's not working, friends. I'm sad now. Oh, no, it is. It's working. Finally. But like the super long, but you like the super long one stories, I mean. But you like the super long ones. Stories, I mean. I got an iPhone 11 still in the box. If you guys come over, I'll give it to you at the powwow. Brandon, why don't you bust out with the iPhone 15 Pro Max? We're at 60. My eyebrows feel furry. $75, $77, $79. But yeah, I'll take that one. I'm sure it's a lot smoother than this one. The moon even full out. It was full when we were coming home a while ago. It was big. She paid for the 15, I'll pay for the service. Oh, come on, I thought you guys were a per cap tribe. That's the only reason why I said that. These are addicting. God damn it, hurry up. Yeah, these are one of those Obama phones. This is taking forever, friends. Well, give us another story. Fine. Ha, 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 ha. Okay. This one was sent earlier this year. It says, Hi, Kitty. I was wondering if you were still telling scary stories because I wanted to tell one. Number one, I'm from White River, Arizona. This happened to me when I was about 11 to 13 years old. I'm 15 now. I was going fishing with my mom and her friend and kids. While we were taking fish, we heard what sounded like a Bigfoot yell, causing the cows around the place we were at to get scared. Me and my mom and kids ran to the car while crying. It was scary. Ew. Number two, this one happened when I was very young. My uncle, my two cousins, my aunt, my cousin's boyfriend, and me went to go get wood since it was around the winter time. While we were getting wood, my cousins went to use the restroom somewhere, and her boyfriend went with them. As they got done and came back to the truck where my auntie and me were, they got back in the truck. My uncle was putting the wood in the back. As we were about to take off, something was holding the truck down. We were getting pulled by that thing for about 5 to 10 minutes, and we were trying to drive. It shouted, and my aunt started to pray, and it finally let go. I hope it was okay for me to tell too. Those are my stories. Ew, what the heck would. Wonder what that was. A Bigfoot or. I don't know. That's creepy. So the first one, they said they were out fishing and they heard a big noise that sounded like Bigfoot yelling. It caused the cows around the area to get scared and they got scared. And then the second one, they went to go get wood. And when they were leaving, something was holding the truck down. And the truck wouldn't move. Till the auntie started praying and it finally let go. That's scary. And that happened in White River, Arizona. Um, they say that there's a lot of Bigfoot activity up there. Continue with Google. Okay, I think I might have the thingy. Um, did we get it? Damn it. Please work. If you don't work, I'm going to be super. Shit. I guess I'll have to get a new number. Let me take that off. I wonder if whiteout, that's why I wasn't working. I always try to pick a number that's like kind of easy to remember. These are some cheap numbers. Okay, we'll do this one. Okay, here's the number. Yeah. Spooky hotline number. 928. Or is it 480? Oh, it's 928. No, 480. Sorry. 480. 361. 236. And then we'll do that and that and that. 2361. There it is, folks. The updated number. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the other one.
Get you some? Not some?
Somebody left me a voicemail. Hi, I'm Jesse, Northern Arapaho from Wyoming. Hey babe, you ever going to answer this hot, stout Arapaho man? No! I am. All these old messages are popping up. Oh, go on. Hey. I'm tempted to listen to these voicemails. Oh, please enable notifications for Text Now app to receive. Oh, okay, hold on. Messages, incoming calls. Okay, it should be clear now, you guys. I believe we are good to go. I think we need to get you a CB radio, Kitty. It'll probably work better than my. OMG, why is this giving me a hard time? If this doesn't work, I'm gonna have to turn this live off. What the heck? You see my ghost?
Yeah.
My spooky ghost?
Mm-hmm.
Process system isn't responding. What the hell? Do I need to do an update or something? Process system isn't responding. This is not going so well, best friend. It's an Android 13.
Give me it.
Languages system. Oh, there is an update available. Oh, this is not working and our battery is too low.
This is my phone.
Go give us your phone, then. Sad. We might have to call this one, you guys. Mushroom head.
Ow. People say my hair looks like a mushroom.
Who said that?
People. Yeah, we're laughing.
Looks like the Beatles. the, what do you call it? The Rolling Stones.
I better drink this. I like.
This is not fun, best friend.
Wobbity. Oh.
What do you guys want to do? Do you want me to wait for another device to try to load? Or do you guys just want to call it?
Don't. Me. I want to see me. Here's me.
The other device I have is a tablet.
Me.
I'm sad.
Where's me? Hey, let's go back in that. Hi.
I need a new I just need a second line at this point. I think this is coming up right.
No, I have a pencil.
So live I sent you last night on TikTok freaked me out. I didn't even get to watch it. I was assed out, Sierra. I saw it and then I just fell back asleep. You need a pimple patch? Did you go wash your face first?
I'm watching my face.
These guys think every little bump they need a pimple patch. Are you hormonal?
We should go away like tomorrow, right?
How about that? You need one right there too? Baby doll? Johnny, do you need a pimple patch?
I know Bella does. She has like a lot on her forehead.
That was breaking out, huh? Oh my gosh. Do I have it over here? He was at some old abandoned school. Something ended up scratching him. He got freaked out and ran out. Ew. Let's try this one more time, peeps. Because I want you guys to call in. I want to watch my best friend's wedding, or it's a movie I haven't seen in a long time. He sent a couple in. I tried, even with the new number. Yeah, the new number, the app won't even pick up on this phone right here. So I'm on my tablet now. Every time I open the app on my phone, it says close, please close. And then I look at the system for an update and it says it needs to be updated. So now we're trying device number 123. I tried even with the new number. Those kid ghosts are wild. Not that they're malicious, but they're just curious ghosts at those abandoned schools. Okay, let's do one. Let's do one of. We'll do. Yay! Okay, fine. We'll do one of yours. Okay. Story number 1. Years ago, when I was 12, in the evening, my parents went to town and left me home with my 2 older brothers. At the time, my oldest brother, this is in San Carlos, Arizona. At the time, my oldest brother was going through a divorce and seemed to be drinking a lot. My brothers would tell me to stay home while they left with their friends, but this one night they took me with them. I remember my brother's friend pulled up in his Jeep with a rollover bar with the lights on top. It was a small pickup with the back seats facing each other, and we left for the Peridot mines. 3 of my brother's friends were in the back of the truck. My oldest brother and I were sitting in the small seats. They were smoking the devil's lettuce and drinking them drinks and climbing hills at the Peridot mines by the windmill, which was scary at the time because it felt like the truck was going to flip backward and everyone was laughing and yelling. My uncle used to do that with us when we were small, and he would do it in his small little. He had like it was like a little egg. It was a small little car, tiny little car, and there'd be like 4 of us in the back, and him and his girlfriend, they would be all blazed out. They would take us back there, and we would go up those things and roll back down. And yeah, it felt like that little car was just gonna tip backward. Okay, anyway, um, the truck felt like it was gonna flip backward. Everyone was laughing and yelling. After a while, we drove to Tuckalai Lake, and my brother and his friends were talking. My brother said, "Let's take the back road up towards Peridot. I have to take my sister back." As we were driving, it appeared to be moonlight out, and the guys hit the top of the Jeep asking to stop to use the restroom. My brother got out of the passenger seat. My oldest brother was beyond wasted and slowly crawled his way out of the seat. When I got out, I stood by the driver's door because I was scared and it was too dark out, even with the moonlight. As I was looking around, I could barely see that we were parked near a wash at the foot of the mountain. I could see the guys from the back of the truck walking away on the road to use the restroom. My brother started hearing howling and asked us to be quiet after let me see. Asked us to be quiet after asking us the second time for us to be quiet. He could hear what was growling and went dead silent. You could hear a cricket, but no howling. In that second of silence, clear as day, we heard a crown dancer make its noise with its voice. Ooh. I can't even mimic that sound. Technically, only guys are supposed to. But if you ever heard a crown dancer, Dad, make a crown dancer voice. Okay. Oh, cheap. um,
Too sacred.
um, so they heard the crown dancer noise. I froze and I could hear the 3 guys' shoes running on the dirt towards us, but I couldn't see them. The driver panicked and said to get in the truck. My older brother did not make it out of the truck. When my brother shoved him back in his seat, we drove off. My brother was yelling, "Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Let's turn around and see if it's real." My brother's friend stopped before the wash as if he was going to turn around, and I looked to the back window. The 3 guys who were standing up dropped down against the back windows and knocked and said, "Let's get out of here." My brother's friend drove off. As we were pulling into the back, as we were pulling into the back of the house, we noticed my uncle, who at the time was home for a bit from working months at the ranch. He was sitting on the bench when we got off the truck. He stood up and said, "Where did you guys go?" My brother told him what happened. He said not to go back there and pointed at me, said it might have been because she was wearing that red color sweater. My brother told him we were going to turn around and go back, and he said if you did that, your truck lights might have gone out, or the truck would have gone out on you, and or it might have made you crazy. Be careful of where you go, especially at night. They bury crowns up that mountain, and you need to have respect and stay away. 6 people heard that crown dancer that night, and I can attest to this story. Ooh, that's creepy. I know exactly what you're talking about. And it's crazy because when I was little, and I think I told you this, Alice, when you first told me this story. When I was little, we were going for a cruise back there, and I'm pretty sure my dad was boozing or smoking or something. But we went back there to the lake, and I remember we were going back on the side where you have to go through the wash, on the Jurassic Park side. We were going back on that road. And I remember it was my dad, my mom, my twin, and me, and I was sitting right here because that hill where you're talking about, where that road goes, that hill, I looked up and I saw a clown, a crown dancer, the clown, the fifth one, standing up there, and I was just looking at it, and it was just looking down, like just looking down at us, like just like a normal person. And I didn't think nothing of it because I was just like, because we grew up going to the ceremonies and stuff. So I just thought, like, I don't know. To me, I didn't think it was weird because my dad's family and them, they've always had their dances in Ash Creek. So every time we went to a dance there, the crown dancers always came down that little hill, that mountain. So to me, that was normal, and I was just thinking like, I didn't even think nothing of it, honestly. But I remember telling my dad and my mom, I was like, there's a crown dancer right there, and they're like, no, there's not. There's none out here. There's none back here. And I was like, there's one right there on top of the mountain, and they didn't believe me. And to this day, my dad still says that. He's like, do you remember when you swore you saw a crown dancer? I was like, I did. And then when I heard the story, I was like, it just makes sense now. It was probably like a spirit, but that's crazy. Let me see. Don't call it. Go outside where you have decent signal and call. Because last I called, you didn't want to answer because you were talking. I already gave you my number. Yay! Let's try to log back in then. I think it's this. So that means I have to unplug this one.
Bluetooth pairing.
Using this app. Yay! Finally. Okay, I got back to the old one. That's so weird. Okay, I gotta update the stupid number again. Where did I put that number at? Right there. Let me delete it. The second story is worse. Okay, I'm gonna read that one next. But in the meantime, let me put the original number back up there. Sorry about this, you guys. I'm really trying. I hope you guys are seeing my all these attempts I'm doing just for you. Just for you, baby dolls.
There you go.
Okay, there it is again. And damn, that one was scary. It kind of reminded me of the crown dancer that followed the uncle and auntie coming home from the casino from. Yeah, I was telling Sierra about that story. I was like, did you hear that story I shared? And she was like, no. I forgot who told me this. Somebody, I think somebody sent it in. It's on one of my videos, but I'll tell it again real quick, just because Brandon brought it up. Just because Brandon brought it up. So I can't remember the story like word for word. I just remember, the main parts. So if I don't tell it word for word, you cannot use that against me because I tell so many stories here and there's just so many to remember. Okay, so this story goes, it happened in San Carlos. A young lady sent it in and she said that she was babysitting her oldest brother's kids and what happened? I don't know if this was you, Alice. I don't think so. Um let me double check. Let me see. Uh, okay, no, not that one. Um, so in this story, the lady, she was a teenager at that time. Her oldest brother and his wife wanted to go gambling. So they went to the casino, which is about 15-20 minute drive away, going toward Globe, which is the nearest town to our res. And I guess the oldest brother and the wife were playing all night. They got carried away. They like to stay there and play all night. The the oldest brother was boozing it, and the wife wasn't because she was the DD. And finally, like around 3, 4, 5-ish, I can't remember. It was one of those really late nights. They were coming back home, and the wife was driving. Um, and they were going through the canyon on Route 6, which is the main road that the locals use. They were on that they were going through where they say they see that old lady at. Um, and they started hearing like drum beats, like from the drums, the Apache drums. They started hearing the drum beats, and then they noticed that there was a crown dancer on the side where the driver was at, and the lady freaked out. Her husband freaked out. Um, and he was telling her like, don't look at it, because it was trying to like distract her, and it was literally running right next to the truck. And they were going fast, and then out of nowhere, she lost control of the vehicle, and she said that she just felt the gas pedal just like hit the floor, and she was trying to like step on it to make it like loosen up, to because they started going real fast, and that road is real curvy, so she was like trying not to crash, and then finally that the drum beats went away, and then that crown dancer went away, but they were so scared that the husband, who was drunk AF, just sobered up. And when they got home, she remembers when they first walked in the house, they looked like they were in shock, like something was wrong. She knew something had happened. And then after, a few minutes, they went outside to go like smoke a cigarette or whatever. And I guess they had told her what happened. And then I guess this happened when she was a teenager. And then she shared it with us, and I told that story on my channel. It's pretty crazy though. But yeah, that's the story that Brandon is talking about. Okay, we're going to do the story number 2. Hey, you guys, be quiet. Sorry. Man, you know what I want? I can't get right now. I've been wanting a banana split for like a good 2 months now.
From Dairy Queen. How much did it cost?
I don't know. Why? How much money you got?
Me? I got one. I got $6.
Mm,
You should
I
buy
don't
me
know.
this
I don't know
on
how much they
my
cost.
birthday.
It's my birthday. Where'd you find that at? On
Amazon.
Amazon? Let me show them what thing you like. Juice likes this egg right here. It's his name is, how do you say it?
Kumatana.
Kumitama. Oh, you guys can't see it. It's a I guess he's a Hello Kitty character. He's an egg. He's an egg. And it means lazy egg in Japanese. And Juice is obsessed with this egg. He has all these stickers and he has little plushies, and sometimes we find like shirts at Goodwill.
You should buy me all of these.
But Juice wants all of these things. He's showing me. I'm on live. How what good timing.
Anyway,
That one's cute.
I know. Look at the car. I was taking screenshots, and I was looking at look how much is just for a keychain.
Well, it's a popular item.
Look, you should buy me this one.
How about you should let me tell these scary stories?
No.
Okay, go.
Get.
Scat. Somebody was showing it was Fawnwood. She was showing a TikTok where I think it was her and her son. They were reenacting something from Joe Dirt. But Joe Dirt was my shit back in the day. I used to love that movie. Like I could watch that movie all the time. But my favorite scene of that movie is where Joe first meets Brandy. He was all trying to go into her yard and jack something. I think he was trying to jack like some what do you call it? Those things that go in your wheels to cover the rims. Hubcaps. I think he was trying to jack some of those. And then she comes out and then he tries to take off, and then Brandy's dog has his nuts frozen to the porch. And so Joe Dirt feels all bad and tries to help her. And then they become friends. And then the dad comes home and has all this like I don't know what he's carrying. It's some kind of wild game. But he went hunting and he's like, Brandy, get in there and fire up that stove. You have some cooking to do. And then she's Daddy, can my new friend Joe stay for dinner? She's like, he's off. What does this look like? We ain't running no. What do you say? We ain't running no soup kitchen here. Go on, chat. And he just chases Joe Dirt off. Oh man, Joe, that was like one of my favorite movies, Joe Dirt, back in the day. And I never knew that. What's his name was from here, from Arizona, from down the road, Paradise Valley. Ray cried to that show. These guys are getting in trouble. It's past 11. After this one, I'm gonna get off because these guys need to go to bed. Guys keep going in and out. So you guys got busted.
Sorry.
Okay, story number 2.
My stories.
Our first house we lived in as a family was in White Rock. There was a few things that happened while we stayed there. One of the first. You guys need to go to bed now. You too, Juice. Get off your phone, Juice. Okay. Our first house we lived in as a family was in White Rock. This is again in San Carlos, Arizona. There was a few things that happened while we stayed there. One of the first things that happened was we were watching a movie and my oldest daughter fell asleep on the couch. We left her there and went into the room and closed the door. In the middle of the night, we woke up to screaming and her banging on our door to open it. My boyfriend was scared to get up and open the door, so I got up, and as I opened the door, my daughter said, "A man is sitting at our kitchen table." When I went into the kitchen, I saw what looked like our chairs slightly pulled out, like people were sitting to the table, but I ignored my thoughts, turned the lights on, and fell asleep with my daughter in her bed. The next experience we had, I got a new phone and asked my family to stand by the couch so I can take a picture of them while I was facing the hallway. I snapped 5 pictures, and when I was going to bed, I decided to look at them. I noticed a mist in the hallways covering a small person's upper body because on the bottom were his legs. I erased those pictures after showing my boyfriend. Another time, I was recording my baby while she was laying on a blanket on the floor, and again watched a video at night before bed and noticed an orb fly over her towards my camera. She turns and waves at me. My boyfriend started a new job and he befriended this lady who was telling us about who he was telling her about our experiences in the house. She asked him, "Where do you stay?" He told her. She said, "Oh my God, you stay in my old house. I used to put ashes on the window sills because all my husband and I did was argue and fight, and we would hear people talking." The next thing to happen was one afternoon while my boyfriend was playing his game, I was folding towels, and my son came running in from outside and never went outside, or I did not see him go back outside when I was folding towels. I heard a little boy who said, "Mom." I said, "What?" My boyfriend stopped playing his game and said, "Did you hear a little boy right here between us?" I said, "Yes." I thought that was our son. And he opened the curtain while looking at me. I looked out the window and I saw my son was playing outside with the kids across the street, the other kids in the neighborhood. We had to move to another unit in White Rock due to renovations during our move. My nephew used to come over and he was working on the demo of the house, and we were telling him of our experiences. He said, "Auntie, when we were demoing the house, gutting the walls, there were a lot of little boy toys in the walls." I hope you enjoyed these stories. I have a lot more I will be sending soon. Ew, why does that always happen though? I've been like listening to a lot of scary stories like on TikTok and stuff, and like all these hauntings and stuff when they do like a renovation or something, there's always something in the wall. It's like, why do you guys bury stuff in the wall? Do they do that on purpose? I don't get it. I would assume they have to, right? Ew, I have one from that area. Ooh, just got chicken a bit. I'll have to and it has to wonder what happened there. Call one, somebody call one in, or I'm gonna have to get off. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get off. They not like us. They not like us. All it says is have a voicemail. That's all it says. It doesn't say nothing about a call coming in. I might, let me see if I can call you. I was trying to update this phone. Items carry a lot of energy and spirits are still attached to the items. Hopefully the little boy moved on. Let's see if we can call him. Oh, it's working.
Hello.
Hello. We're waiting for some spooky stories.
Is this Kitty?
Yep.
Hey, girl, what's up?
We want to hear some stories.
Oh, well. Nashagok and all your listeners out there. Well, introduction should be a good way. I'm from the Mesa Reservation, and I have been around the world twice over, and I have seen a lot of stuff. And not only that, I've also been.
Ghost hunter, huh?
What's that?
You were a ghost hunter?
Yeah, I actually ghost hunted from 2006 to 2008. Yeah. Hence the all the stories and yeah, all that stuff. But I'm actually glad that you're actually able to get a hold of me now, because I've called you I don't know how many
I
times.
know.
But anyway, you want to hear a story?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I'll give you this one. This isn't a ghost story or a phantom or poltergeist story. Um, I actually had one of your listeners ask me if I actually had a Bigfoot story, and I actually do. And the first Bigfoot story, I'm not sure if I sent you this uh, when I first got in contact with you, but I call it the crunch story or the crunch story. Ah,
I don't think so.
well, here's the thing. Whenever I was like 15 or 16, I was a little bit morbid. And I was a little bit of a goth. But 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night, um, I would walk the graveyard. And when I was living with my mom and my, oh, geez, my abusive dad, I would walk the graveyard. And whenever I had was coming back from the graveyard, about 30 yards up the mountain, um, I would hear these footsteps. And I would hear this crunch, this crunch, this crunch, this crunch. And the thing is that I'm walking on a paved road, right? And the factor that I had walked, um, the pace of the footsteps that were behind me, it didn't change pace. Um, which meant that they were able to keep up with me even if I was able to run. And there was just this horrid smell. I mean, it was just disgusting. It's just not like dead meat. It's not like something that a lot of people should not be able to smell. I mean, because it smells bad. And not only that, not only does it smell like a dead meat, but it also smells like BO. It smells like a man who just didn't wash himself for about 2 years. And it was really disgusting. And you know, even though I didn't uh see what was following me, you fast forward about 16, 17 years later, um, I came home because I lived in this town called Udoso, and uh, my mom was telling me like, you know, hey son, there's something hanging around the house, and I was just like, okay, well, I'll take a look. So I come to my mom's house, and I I see what was supposedly going on as far as the so-called Bigfoot thing, because I took it with a grain of salt. I didn't believe anything that my mom told me or my brother, and because my brother was the one that gave us this whole I think it's Bigfoot, and I was like, yeah, right, okay. But I go to my mom's house, and I told my brother Malin that I tell you what, you start a fire outside of mom's house and let the fire burn out, but you take the ash from the fire and you put it all around where you're staying. You put it all around mom's house, and he did that. And it was on my Facebook for a bit. What we found was that there was some actual footprints, um, about a size 18. And I was like, what? Because I'm going to tell you something right now, Kitty. I did not believe in Bigfoot. And once I found out that there may be a Bigfoot, I found out that on YouTube there is a Bigfoot sighting on the San Carlos reservation. And the thing was is that a lot of these people, San Carlos people, they videotaped it, but at the same time, there was a San Carlos police officer right there witnessing the same thing. So I was just like, ooh wee, wow. That's pretty crazy. And the thing is that I look at the comments, especially when I share my stories. You know, I get a lot of slack. You know, but the thing is that I've been around the world twice, and I've seen a lot of the beauty, but at the same time I've also seen a lot of the ugliness of the world. And I was in Okinawa, Japan, and you know, me being in Fallujah, um, the fact that I got hit out there and I actually passed away and I was brought back. That was what kind of sparked my interest in the supernatural and life after death and all this stuff. So a lot of the stories that I give you guys, you know, it's not fake. It's all 100% true. And the fact that I got witnesses, I mean, it's totally crazy. Because I do remember sharing stories with you, especially with my first story about the shapeshifter. I'm not going to call them what a lot of uh, internet people call them. Um, it's just something that Navajos call them.
Yetis.
People who walk on all fours. And in my culture, we call them bruja or brujo. We call them in another people's language um, because we don't have a name for them in our language. And to give them a name is to give them power, and we don't do that. So the fourth story that I shared with you and your followers, yeah, I did tell them skinwalkers. Now, for a lot of you listeners out there who are Dene, Navajos, uh, one of the things I wanted to stress is that the fact that I listened to Sean Quinn from Shadow Productions. He's a Navajo medicine man that fights these sort of creatures because I don't call them human. They're creatures. They're something other than this world. And even the Apache know that they kill for power. And the thing is that I listen to Sean Quinn, and the reason why, because I have had Navajos ask me, well, why would you listen to him? And I do tell them that he is 100% correct. I said I've seen these creatures, and it's something that should not be played with. It's something that should not be talked about. It is something that should not be um, praised or anything like that. And me being Apache, a Miss Guerrero in Chiricahua Marine combat vets. I mean, I've seen so many things out here, out in this world, and it's pretty crazy, girl. Let me tell you. And this is something that I don't want for my people, nor for yours. Because I've been to San Carlos, And the San Carlos have been nothing but kind to me, and they're treating me well. And hopefully, whenever you guys come down here to the Missile Apache Res, we do the same thing. And but the first story that I shared with you guys, um, it happened during the Fourth of July feast, during the oh gosh. I mean, I worked security during that time, and I think I do remember sharing stories uh, about my team, about all the experiences that they shared, and it wasn't good. Um, so you know, like I said, after I got wounded in Iraq, uh, I got interested in a lot of afterlife stuff, a lot of spiritual stuff, and as a result of all of that, uh, I got to see a lot of supernatural stuff. So it's been kind of crazy, girl. So yeah, got a question for me.
No, but thank you for sharing your Bigfoot story. You need to go to bed.
Oh,
I think I'm gonna
No,
call
I don't need to go to bed.
this guy right here.
no.
But I do gotta say, girl, I do gotta say that I do have a lot of stories, and you've been taking for some stories to channel going, and I am in full support of any Apache person that wants to have their YouTube channel grow, and yeah, like I said, I'm in total support. And like I said, I got a lot of stories considering the fact that I used to be a ghost hunter. So
Okay. You know where to email them.
yeah.
My
So
broken.
I'll talk to you later, girl. Okay.
Okay, bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Mom, my charger's broken. Hi, bestie. Bestie.
We get tired here now.
Mom, can you buy me a new charger and plug it in? It's broken.
You guys gonna go to bed now.
Hey, before you go, buy me a charger. You broke.
Did I break nobody's charger?
Hey, thanks. Okay.
Because I slept on it?
They spilled water on it. Oh. I look like John. Ow! You can't pull my hair. Mom, actually, buy me a charger.
You got a mushroom. You look like an onion. Remember you went with me to go get my business license?
Oh.
Remember when we went over there to Fort McDowell? That when I called that guy back, that guy said, "Well, you were the one that came in with your daughter, right? I remember you." I said, "That was my son." I bet your auntie can braid your hair. Okay, guys, I think we're gonna call it a night. These guys need to go to sleep. They'll stay awake if I keep going. Thanks for coming to hang out. Maybe we will do it another time. Does your head get all sweaty during the day? You should cut it, Judas.
I should cut like all of this hair under it.
You should cut it all.
Oh, edit me, guys.
Okay, guys, good night.
Maybe I'm excited to things. I should follow my TikTok. I can get famous.
Good night.
Nah. Bye. No.
Yes.